Hi, I'm Lizzie B. Love, and today is day 4 of my 30 days to the leap of faith. And I almost forgot to do this video. I was just in my room on my phone looking at Facebook and Instagram and all that good stuff. And then I realized, oh my goodness, I need to do my video. And it's 10 o'clock at night. The other ones I did pretty much at the same time. I have to rethink this whole doing them at night thing because it's easy to obviously get tired and forget, and don't want to forget because I am committed to doing this every day. Well, today was definitely an interesting day, and I had a lot come up in the way of really figuring out what it means to be doing this leap of faith. And yesterday I started talking a little bit about, listening to your body signals. In the past couple of days, I've talked about just resistance and things that come up, like the stuff that just comes up because if you're ready to move forward in a way that you haven't, there's a reason that you haven't moved forward. There's stuff in the way. And so when you make this big, huge announcement to the world the way that I'm doing, the stuff that's like saying to the universe, like, hey, okay, I'm ready to look at this stuff that's been blocking me. And in order to do that, I have to pay attention and I have to experience it and I have to let it go. And today was definitely an emotional process for me, I'll say. Today, I definitely realized that there is a lot of limiting beliefs, a lot of not believing in myself that's coming up, a lot of memories, a lot of the thoughts I had in regards to my own value, my own worthiness, my own capability that are very old, that I developed as a child, as an adolescent, in my 20s. And those are all the things that really have been keeping me living my life really small. So now that I've really stepped into and I'm 100% committed to moving forward in my leap of faith, in moving, in putting myself and my healing, my coaching business out there, I still, I started having a harder time today because I was realizing that I was really being, I guess you could just say, I'll just say it, I was beating myself up. I was giving myself a hard time because I was saying, like, I was doing the whole, I am this and this age, I have done this and this in my life, I've been in recovery for this long, I should be better. My life should be better. Why is my life not better? All of that, like shame and blame and just, unkind words. A lot of us do that. Like, a lot of us, I'm sure you understand, like, you criticize yourself, you don't say nice things to yourself if you feel that you did something wrong or you didn't do something well enough or you haven't accomplished something in your life yet. And I've really come to realize that that really does not do anything beneficial. It really does not help me feel more motivated and inspired to move forward. Like, me being mean to myself doesn't help me do better. It actually just makes me feel worse, so then I don't do anything at all. And now that I'm committed to moving forward, I also need to be committed to loving myself, to being really kind to myself, to being present with the process. I don't want to spiritually bypass it and pretend like I don't have these feelings or I don't want to feel my feelings. I have to feel my feelings, I have to talk about them, and I have to process them. But I really need to do it in a really kind and loving way. So like today, I talked about the last 2 videos being really tired. Well, today I was still exhausted and tired. I'm better now because I took some time to just relax and do some self-care around it. But before, I was kind of like, I was beating myself up around it. So I needed to learn to just lay off and be like, okay, so I'm tired. So what is it that I really need to do to take care of myself? I don't need to push myself to do more ever. I'm a professional doer. I remember running into a friend after having moved away for, I don't think I'd seen him for like 7 years. And when I came back, I told him all the things that I had been doing with my life. And he just looked kind of stunned. And he said, oh, wow, you are a doer. And I was like, really? I am? And then I realized he hadn't really done anything. Like, he kind of had stayed in the same place, was working at a different job, but I had moved to 3 different places. I had traveled for a year in, 5 different countries. I had done a lot of different trainings. Like there's a lot that I did in that amount of time that I don't give myself credit for. So I guess my question for you, lovely viewer, is where are you not giving yourself enough credit in your life? And where can you apply some much needed, I'm sure, compassion and understanding and support and love the same way you would to your bestie or to your child or somebody that you really, really care about? We really need to learn to be able to do that for ourselves. It's really a huge part of the growth process. It's a part of the maturing, being your own parent process. You need to learn how to, and we're not going to be doing it perfectly, like, trust me. That's why we have other people to help us remember how to love and take care of ourselves. But there is an element of taking responsibility for our own needs that we really have to own. And, I hear a lot in relationships. Like, I'm not a relationship expert. I'm single. Obviously, I'm not an expert in relationships. But something I've noticed in myself and something I've noticed in people throughout my life is that, and is not getting what you need from the other person, not getting, being told that you're beautiful, not getting validation, not getting a sense of meaning, and looking for that from your partner, from another person, looking for it from anything really that's outside of you, but in particular in relationships. And you have to really learn to do that. I need to learn to do that for myself. Like, I cannot count on someone else to fix me, someone else to make me feel better. I need to learn how to do that as well. It's one thing for me to call a friend and have my friend tell me that it's okay and everything's going to be fine. But it's another thing for me to be able to tell that to myself. And sometimes I'm going to need help, but oftentimes all I need to do is give myself a big hug, make myself a big cup of yummy rooibos tea, which I love. Chai rooibos, oh my goodness, is my favorite. Anybody who brings me or gives me chai and almond milk is totally my favorite person in the world. I love you anyway, but I can do that for myself and nurture myself and let myself lay and read or watch, a TV show or talk to a friend or go on a walk or do something. And I can take care of myself that way. And it's actually really empowering. I think in my last video, I talked about being a whole person so then I can attract a whole person to be my partner. And that's kind of what I've been learning to do today, is learning to really, really be kind with myself. Because it's like, I think Marianne Williamson or some big teacher out there has said, like, you've been being mean to yourself for most of your life, and look where that's gotten you to. If you want to get where you really want to go, if you want to get the dream job, the body, the physical health, the strength, the house, the car, the life, the happiness, the joy, whatever it is, the partner that you're looking for, you have to do something differently. Because if you don't have it, what you've done up to this point didn't work. And there is a process of manifestation, but you know what I mean. So being mean to yourself didn't work. So let's try something different. And so I'm really doing this challenge. It's a leap of faith, and it's a challenge to be kind to myself, because when I'm kind to myself, I have more faith. So maybe you can join in that with me and, give yourself an opportunity to offer yourself compassion and love. And I will do another video tomorrow night and let you know how I'm doing. I think today was really a very powerful example in keeping the faith. I was having a lot of trouble trusting because I wasn't believing in myself, because I was being really hard on myself. I was really not trusting that I would be capable of going through with this. I'm definitely somebody who likes to do a million different things at once, and I bounce around from different activity to activity. I've done, like when I was a kid, I did every different sport possible. I have a ton of different interests. And so for me to keep with something enough, and especially something that's so near and dear to my heart, that is talking about like manifesting my dreams, my goals, my desires, can I keep doing this? Like, can I keep the faith that not only is it possible for me to do this, is it possible that the universe will show up because I have absolutely zero reason to believe it right now, but I'm keeping on going, if only for this video, if only for this video series. So thank you for watching these videos, because you are giving me a reason to keep the faith in my life. And hopefully maybe something will happen by the end of these 30 days. I really don't know. But it feels really good to be doing these videos, so I'm excited to be doing them. So I'm sending you many, many angel blessings, and I hope you have a beautiful day, and stay tuned.